Hello and welcome. We have with us Mr. Milind Kothari, Managing Partner, BDO India LLP. Thank you so much for joining us, sir.
Thank you.
What do you think of the initiative that has been undertaken by World Trade Center and All India Association of Industries, and how do you think it will benefit the SMEs across the globe?
If you ask me, this is the best time that you could have done something like this in terms of India is at the cusp of major change. I think we have not seen or what we know of what India and how India does business. Probably we need to completely change that perception as we go forward from here under the new government. Lots of interest in India is back now again. Of course, the investment will follow. I'm hoping that way. And we had a policy paralysis for the last 5 years, which has really crippled the Indian economy in terms of the growth. So in a sense, the initiative of World Trade Center and AII in pushing this subject, I think this could not have been a better time than this, if you ask me.
What investment opportunities do you see in the Asian markets?
In terms of India, I think if you specifically see, and even the neighboring countries in Asia for that matter, including Bangladesh, Pakistan and the Southeast Asian countries as well, clearly we have a significant advantage in terms of manufacturing as number one, and thereafter followed with services. But if you look at manufacturing, we have certain huge advantages as compared to the economies elsewhere in the world. And we have an example in front of us how China has performed in this sector. India and countries in the Asian region can clearly emulate how this can be done so successfully in the coming years.
Do you think technology, infrastructure and innovation in trade play a major role in developing the economies?
Clearly, yes. I think these are probably the key pivots for the growth that will ensue from now. Technology and infrastructure, they are clearly big game changers for us going forward. And yes, of course, here is where we have, if you look at infrastructure for that matter, largest amount of investment potential for foreign investors, especially in this sector, if you put it this way. So yes, clearly big benefit coming from this.
What comments or views would you have on the growth of women entrepreneurship in Asia overall?
In the past few years, I think we keep seeing more and more names that surface in the media, which are women entrepreneurs. I think that's really redeeming, and if you ask my personal opinion, I'm a big feminist to believe that women really make the best people manager, especially in services sector. I think, and you've seen it in Indian banking sector, we'll have some of the most illustrious women heading the banking sector. And I think that clearly makes a big difference, is that women several factors that work for India, and we have seen examples that it's not only about the labor arbitrage, just as that, is that even if you discount in many manufacturing sectors the content of labor, despite of that, Asia remains very competitive globally. So it speaks a lot for the Asian economies and the entrepreneurs in this region.
The theme, as we know, is Asia powering global markets. How do you see Asia powering the global markets at large?
So if you look at what's happening globally, and I think I was just listening to the World Economic Forum conference is currently going on in China, and the clear reflection is that in the first 6 months of this calendar year, the growth worldwide has been suboptimal in terms of the economies are not growing at all. And if you segment the economies, and if you see, Europe is still struggling to keep pace with even keeping where it is at this point of time. And so if you look at that as compared to the European market and the US market and other economies thereafter, Asia is clearly poised to take leadership here. Most of the Asian economies seem to be doing well. The largest amount of FDI is actually flowing into this direction as opposed to other parts of the world. So I think if you let the investors decide where is a trend and where is a wind blowing in which direction, clearly it's in Asian direction.
What are the areas the government should focus in the coming months in the SME space?
In the SME space, of course, there are significant challenges in terms of infrastructure and capital being one of those, and technology after that. So government can make clear contribution here, and I think we await the foreign trade policy, which will probably give fillip to the SME sector to grow the exports. I think no one disregards the contribution that manufacturing sector can bring in terms of increasing its contribution to the GDP, and thereafter even look at creating new jobs, which is one of the biggest challenges in front of Indian government at this point of time. How do we create the number of jobs that we need to create and keep the people engaged in the growth story of India? If you look at all of that, I think the SME sector can play a very pivotal role for the growth of the businesses, purely from the fact that it can be very widespread and it can go across the country. We also talk about 100 smart cities in India, and this can again give a big fillip to manufacturing setup of SMEs, which can get spread all across the country, as opposed to getting narrowing down only to the big cities for that.
What are the kind of challenges MSMEs face in India as viewed from your vantage point?
From the
As viewed from your point of view.
Yeah, so well, there are several challenges which we have seen in the last few years in terms of the tax regime has been very unfriendly for one, in terms of how the tax is administered in our country. So that is one factor which is a big deterrent. The number of approvals and regulations that one need to deal with on a given point of time is significantly high, which is very challenging environment to do business in India. And you will hear people from not only the MSME sector, but even the large corporates who say that doing business in India is very challenging. This has to go and change now, and we need to become investor friendly as a country, and we must welcome business at all points of time. So the challenges can only evaporate if there is a proactive inputs from the government for that matter. So we have challenge of finance, we have challenge of technology, infrastructure, regulations challenge. So all this, of course, make a big role to play in terms of the growth of the MSME sector.
Thank you so much for joining
Thank you.
us.
Thank you.